to the Royal Air Force. He spent 5
may find it difficult to see them behind all the proper buildings and hills.
So they'll pop down and be able to get quite close. We'll be arriving in about 15 seconds.
So you mentioned
Scotty Taverner in the Spitfire. In those days, as I said, we had lots of expectations. The very first Australian warbird to fly under those rules was a Wirraway, and about 40,000 people turned up at Point Cook RAAF base for a Mk XVI. Spitfire first flew in 1936 and then went into service in 1938 with number 19 Squadron based at Duxford in Cambridgeshire. And ironically, Duxford is now considered to be the home of the Spitfire, and they operate anything up to 20 of them at the Flying Legends Air Show, which is held every July.
Very aptly named. That'd be legendary to see that many in the air.
It's an incredible sight.
Well, Scotty's diving it in from the left. Going to get a nice view of those elliptical wingtips.
So obviously the early marks participated in the Battle of Britain, and then one of the most desirable aircraft to fly, the Mk V, took over, and it retained aerial supremacy over the Luftwaffe until the arrival of the Focke-Wulf 190. So to counter that, Rolls-Royce had been developing the 60 series Merlin. They just put the 60 series Merlin straight into a Mk V airframe. It was very successful, and that instantly became the Mk IX. That actually appeared before the more refined Mk VIII, which had a retractable tail wheel and slight aerodynamic refinements. The bubble canopy aircraft actually flew in World War II, but there were quite a few of them flying, including the only Spitfire squadron operated by the Kiwis.
Well, this particular aircraft, this airframe, was struck off in 1951 after a takeoff mishap. Wound up being used in 1955 as a prop for the movie Reach for the Sky, the story of Douglas Bader, whom we mentioned just before, and was also used as a spare supply for the aircraft flying in the 1969 movie Battle of Britain. So a bit of a movie buff, this one.
Well, definitely. And that was actually the guy that was maintaining the Spitfires, the Hurricanes and the 109s, because he was a Merlin guy, was actually given this airframe as payment. And he had hoped to get it flying, didn't happen. It was purchased by Sir Tim Wallace in New Zealand, restored and flown over there. And this aircraft is still the logo for the great air show that they hold at Wanaka every 2 years.
Warbirds over Wanaka.
So Tim had to reluctantly sell the aircraft, and he was very pleased that it came over to Australia, principally because during the war, the markings you see on this aircraft now are the Mark Avengers party trick.
I had a bit of fun in the back of the Avenger. I was given the chance to fly back from Lismore to Maitland and that. Tim was the pilot, and flying the VFR corridor just north of Williamstown was a lot of fun. Down low, banking off the valley walls, it was just beautiful.